Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Lucas Giolito. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a bouncing ball, foul. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Leury Garcia.
Ready for another chance? Leury Garcia, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Stepping in now, Yoan Moncada. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Line drive to center field, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Digging in and looking for more, Eloy Jimenez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Moncada, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard on the ground towards short. Baez fields it cleanly. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 5-3. Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
1-2 now. Five runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit back toward the mound. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Oh, but the feed to third is offline. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Ronaldo Lopez comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Standing in now, Javier Baez. 3-2 now.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Hey, D-Row, not an easy decision right there for a third base coach. That ball was hit pretty hard to right field, and you have to make a quick decision if you're going to send that runner or not.
And you know what, Dan? When you take stock in outfield arms, usually the guy with the best one is standing in right.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round triple of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jason Hayward becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's hitless in 6 tries. Now the 2-1 pitch.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Line to the right side. Mazara's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. The three of us are back with more following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He'll try again, 1-2. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
The batter.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch. Yanked fouled off to the right. And another foul ball. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to the right side. Oh, look at Kipnis. He's out.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. Two out, nobody on. Hit hard back up the middle. There's Baez. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Into the box now, Luis Robert. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. Still way back. It's 9-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. One and two, here it comes. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Kyle Hendricks. Hit in the air out to right. Headed after it is Mazzara. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Red Bryant.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back, and it's gone into the bleachers. Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Jimmy Cordero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a soft liner. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th, and it's now 10-3. Jose Abreu is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 79, Jose Abreu.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And he will reach down to get it, as a stumbling play that time is nevertheless good for the first out.
That's just a great effort from him out there. Good hustle to make the reaching grab, and then the barrel roll for style points. I'll give him a 10.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Leury Garcia. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Digging in now, Yoan Moncada. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Kelvin Herrera enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Kelvin Herrera.
Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Javier Baez. Oh, and he turns another one around here, and his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire. And with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Wilson Contreras. Hit hard, but foul. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Ian Happ would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. This one's into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Jace Fry comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Ian Happ. All even now, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ as they just continue to pour it on here. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point.
He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis as the blowout continues. Albert Almora will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Cubs. Number 5, Albert Almora.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So something you don't see very often. 4 runs on 4 hits, with all of them coming as solo home runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubbies are in front 14-3. Kyle Ryan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. Fouled off. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for Chicago, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
So digging in now, Eloy Jimenez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ryan has seen his role change with those 1-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. His prior history versus this arm comes in with 6 hits in 27 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
To 2-2 now. Mazara leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line drive to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cubs lead it 14-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Aaron Bummer is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Adam Engel will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 15.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. To 1-2 now. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
It can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
That's popped up, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
To the plate now, Javier Baez. Drilled right back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1 to Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. 1 hit's all they get. We've played 8 full. The Cubs are on top, 14-4. Digging in, Luis Robert starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Note passed along from our producer Chris Cutcliffe tells me to remind you to stick around for post-game highlights immediately following this afternoon's game right here on the show. At the plate, Adam Engel. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Hey, every once in a while, the speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
At the plate now, Leury Garcia swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
At the plate, Yohan Moncada. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. high in the air into shallow left center. Baez ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
14-5, the final totals in this one. Chicago bring the heavy lumber in this one with 9 home runs. Kyle Hendricks is credited with the win. Lucas Giolito was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.